Imagine standing at the edge of a hidden world where the words you speak have the power of a magic spell. Many people feel trapped in a room of silence because they don't know the right English words to express their feelings. But today, everything changes as we walk through the doors of a legendary school for wizards and language learners. If you have ever wanted to speak with confidence, this is the adventure you have been waiting for. By the end of this journey, you will not just listen to a story, but you will start to feel the flow of English in your soul. Stay with me until the very last word, because the secret to fluency is hidden where you least expect it. We are about to master English fluency with Harry Potter, a magical storytelling lesson that will transform your speaking skills forever. Let's begin our journey at a place called Privet Drive, where our story truly starts. It was a very ordinary street, but a very extraordinary boy was about to change the world with his courage.
Harry Potter lived with his aunt and uncle, who did not understand the magic inside him at all. He felt like an outsider, much like many of us feel when we try to speak a new language for the first time. But one day, a letter arrived that changed everything and told him he belonged to a world of wonders. This letter represents the moment you decided to learn English and open a new door in your life. As we follow Harry to the hidden platform, we begin to understand that fluency is not about being perfect, but about being brave. You might have seen many videos to learn English with Harry Potter, Easy Story for Listening and Speaking Practice English podcast. But today, we go deeper. We are going to look at the heart of the story to find the words that native speakers use every single day. Harry met a giant man named Hagrid who told him the truth about his past and his bright future. Hagrid used simple but powerful words, and his voice was full of kindness and mystery as they walked through London.
They went to Diagon Alley, a place where everything was magical, from the flying brooms to the talking owls. This is where Harry got his first wand, and he felt a spark of energy that he had never felt before. When you learn a new phrase, it is just like getting a new wand because it gives you the power to communicate. Harry was nervous about going to Hogwarts because he didn't know anything about magic or how to use it properly. But Hagrid told him that everyone starts from the beginning, and even the greatest wizards were once beginners too. This is a lesson for all of us, because every fluent speaker you see today once struggled with basic sentences. On the train to school, Harry met Ron and Hermione, who would become his best friends for the rest of his life. They shared stories and snacks, and through their conversation, Harry started to learn the language of the wizarding world. This shows us that speaking is a social act, and we learn best when we share our thoughts with others around us. When they reached the Great Hall at Hogwarts, Harry saw thousands of floating candles that lit up the entire room beautifully. The Sorting Hat was placed on his head, and it whispered secrets about his character and his hidden potential. It told him he had courage and a strong mind, which are the two things you need most to master English fluency. Harry was placed in Gryffindor House, where the brave at heart belong, and he felt a sense of home. In his first classes, Harry realized that magic requires practice and a lot of patience, just like learning to speak clearly. He had to repeat spells over and over again until the sparks flew from his wand in the right way. When you repeat English sentences, you are doing the same thing as Harry, practicing his charms in the classroom. Professor McGonagall was strict but fair, and she taught them that transformation starts with a single focused thought. If you can imagine yourself speaking English fluently, you have already taken the first step toward making it a reality. Harry also discovered the game of Quidditch, where players fly on broomsticks and chase a tiny golden ball called the snitch.
This game is fast and exciting, much like a real-life conversation where you have to react quickly to what others say. Harry was a natural seeker because he had a sharp eye, and he never gave up, even when the game was difficult. In your English journey, you must be a seeker of new words and never let the challenges stop you from moving. One night, Harry, Ron, and Hermione found themselves in a forbidden corridor where they met a giant three-headed dog guarding a secret. They had to use their combined skills and their quick thinking to escape the danger and stay safe. This teaches us that when we face difficult words or grammar rules, we should not run away, but face them with curiosity. The trio started to investigate the mystery of the Sorcerer's Stone, which was hidden deep beneath the school grounds. They spent hours in the library searching through old, dusty books for clues about the stone and its mysterious powers.
Hermione was always the one who knew the right words and the right pronunciation for every magical spell. She once told Ron that it is Wingardium Leviosa and not Leviosa, which changed everything for him. This reminds us that pronunciation is a small detail that makes a big difference in how others understand you. In the dark dungeons, Harry faced Professor Snape, who spoke in a slow and very deep voice. Snape's way of talking requires you to listen very carefully to every single vowel and consonant he speaks. This is a great exercise for your ears as you try to learn English with Harry Potter. Easy Story for Listening and Speaking Practice English podcast today. Harry also found the Mirror of Erised, which shows the deepest desires of a person's heart when they look inside. He saw his parents standing behind him, and he felt a deep connection to his past and his identity. Dumbledore told him that the mirror shows neither knowledge nor truth, but only what we want most in life. Your desire to speak English is like looking into that mirror and seeing yourself talking to the world. As the school year came to an end, the trio realized they had to protect the stone from danger. They had to pass through a series of dangerous challenges that tested their logic and their bravery at every turn. Ron had to lead them in a giant game of wizard's chess, where he had to sacrifice himself for the team. His courage shows us that sometimes you have to take risks and make mistakes to win the bigger game. Hermione used her logic to solve a puzzle of potions, which required her to read and understand a difficult riddle. Reading in English can feel like a riddle sometimes, but if you take it step by step, the answer appears. Finally, Harry had to face the dark wizard Voldemort, who was hiding behind the back of a teacher's head.
Harry was not afraid because he knew he was fighting for something much bigger than himself or his safety. In the same way, when you speak English, you should focus on the message and the person you talk to. Harry discovered that he had a special protection because his mother loved him more than anything else in the world. This love was a shield that the dark wizard could not touch or destroy, no matter how hard he tried. After the battle, Harry woke up in the hospital wing, where Dumbledore was waiting for him with a warm smile. They talked about the importance of choices and how our decisions define who we are much more than our abilities. You have made a great choice today by spending your time learning and growing with this magical story today. As the students left Hogwarts for the summer, Harry felt that he wasn't really going home, but staying home.
English will also become a home for your thoughts if you continue to live in the language every day. You will find that the world becomes much larger when you can speak to anyone, anywhere in their tongue. Let's look at some magical phrases from the story that you can use in your daily life, starting now. When Hagrid said, "You're a wizard, Harry," he used a simple sentence structure that is very easy to remember. You can say, "You're a student," or "You're a traveler," to describe yourself or your friends in a natural way. When Hermione said,
It's Wingardium Leviosa. She was teaching us the importance of stress on the right syllables. In English, where you put the stress can change the meaning of a word or make it sound more native. Dumbledore often said, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live," which is wise.
This means we should take action today instead of just dreaming about a future where we speak perfect English. Action is the only way to turn your dreams into reality and your silence into a very powerful voice. Every time you listen to a story like this, you are feeding your brain the patterns it needs to succeed. Thinking in English is the ultimate goal, and stories are the best bridge to help you get there faster. Harry's journey from a small cupboard under the stairs to a hero at Hogwarts is a journey of growth. Your journey from a nervous beginner to a fluent speaker follows the same path of hard work and magic. Don't be afraid of the dark corners of grammar or the monsters of difficult pronunciation that you might meet. You have the wand of knowledge and the shield of practice to protect you and guide you through. As we close the heavy gates of Hogwarts today, remember that the real magic is actually inside your voice. You don't need a wooden wand to create wonders when you have the power of a global language. Every word you learn today is like a small spark that will eventually become a bright light of fluency. You can always revisit this Learn English with Harry Potter easy story for listening and speaking practice English podcast format to keep your skills sharp. The more you listen to these magical stories, the more your brain becomes used to the natural rhythm of English. It is not about how many books you read, but how deeply you understand the stories you hear. Harry started as a boy who knew nothing, but he ended as a hero who saved the world. You are also on a hero's journey, and every video you watch brings you closer to your goal. Don't be discouraged by the long road ahead, because every single step you take is a beautiful victory. Think about how much you have improved just by staying with me and listening to this entire lesson today. Your ability to understand a complex story is proof that you are ready for much bigger things in life. English is a key that will unlock doors to new friends, new jobs, and new adventures all over the world. Just like the Marauder's map showed Harry the way, you now have a map to guide your speaking. Follow the path of storytelling because it is the most human and natural way to master any new language. When you feel tired or bored, just remember the excitement of the Great Hall and the magic of Hogwarts. The words of Dumbledore will always be there to remind you that light can be found even in dark times. You just have to remember to turn on the lamp of your curiosity and keep moving forward every day. In our next lessons, we will explore more worlds and find more treasures hidden inside the English language together. I am so happy to be part of your journey and to see you grow into a confident speaker. Never forget that your voice is unique and the world is waiting to hear the stories you have to tell. Keep practicing these sentences and phrases until they become as natural as your very own mother tongue. Magic is real when you believe in yourself and the effort you put into your personal growth every day. I want you to take a deep breath and feel proud of the work you have done here today. You are no longer a beginner. You are a seeker of knowledge and a master of your own destiny. The magic of English is now flowing through you, and it will only get stronger with time and practice. Before you leave today, I want to invite you to join our magical community of language learners. If you found this lesson inspiring, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to our channel. By doing this, you help us create more magical lessons, and you will never miss a new adventure with us. Your support means the world to me, and it helps our academy grow and reach more people. I look forward to seeing your progress and hearing your thoughts in the comments section below this video. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me and for letting me be your guide today. This has been a very special session, and I cannot wait to share the next story with you very soon. Remember that the world is full of stories, and you are the author of your own brilliant future.
Take care of yourself, keep speaking English, and always believe in the magic that lives inside your heart. This is StoryNest English Academy, where every story is a new lesson and every student is a hero. I will see you in the next magical episode as we continue to build your fluency one story at a time. Have a wonderful and magical day ahead and keep shining your bright light wherever you go. Goodbye for now, and may your English journey be filled with wonder and success at every single turn. This is your home for learning, and I am so glad you chose to stay here with me. Until next time, keep the magic alive and keep talking to the world with confidence and a big smile. Thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for being here at StoryNest English Academy.